Baby girl, your skin just like pearls. Back against the world. I'll never trade you for anybody else. Hey guys, this is All Black Earth Thing, the podcast where I talk about everything that's all black. I am your host Harvey, and it is Friday, so we're gonna just try to survive living life in this African diaspora. And today I just wanted to shed some light into my life. People think that my life is so interesting. I don't know why. I'm mostly tired all of the time. But last Friday I took a trip to Chicago to audition to be a Wild 'N Out girl for their Wild 'N Out tour. And I know what you're thinking, Harvey. Wow, I can't believe you made it to be a Wild 'N Out girl. And I'll just tell you right now, you're wrong. I didn't make it. And here's the story of how it all went down. So I saw the auditions for the Detroit Wild 'N Out girls on the tour. And I was like, I'm not going to do that because I don't look like a Wild 'N Out girl. I am shaped like a box. And I just set it to the side. And then a week and a half later, I was like, how in the world am I going to get on Wild 'N Out? And then I was like, Wild 'N Out's coming to Detroit. And then I was like, I can't afford to go see Wild 'N Out in Detroit. First of all, these tickets are too dang on expensive. Last year I had VIP. Last time I went to see them in Boston, I had VIP tickets to go see Wild 'N Out live, and I paid $114, and I had a meet and greet and everything, which is another story of how I missed that meet and greet. But these tickets for the meet and greet are like $500. I'm like, sweet baby Jesus, no, I will not be meeting Nick Cannon this year. Or I won't be meeting him at the Little Caesars Arena, that is for sure. But I was like, okay, I wonder if the auditions are still happening. So I went and looked, and I had missed the Detroit audition. So I'm like, okay, if I become a Wild 'N Out girl on tour, I'll be on stage with Nick Cannon, and I'll take pictures with him backstage and stuff. I'll get a chance to talk to him, tell him how great I am at improv comedy, which I've been doing for 15 years. It is my favorite form of acting. And he'll be like, wow, this is great. Send me a video. Here's when the auditions are, and then I'll audition. And he'll be like, wow, this is so funny. And then I'll be on the show, and that's going to be great. And it all starts with me being a Wild 'N Out girl on the stage. So I looked up more auditions because they were having auditions in every city that this tour was going to. And I found the ones for Chicago. And so I was like, okay, it's on a Friday. It's on a Saturday. I don't have to work at any of my 17 jobs on this Saturday. A miracle. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go. So I packed up my stuff into 2 book bags, and I hopped in the Beyonce mobile. That is the name of my Chevrolet Trax, and we hit the road. And I put on some tunes, some podcasts, and it was a quick little drive. It was 4 hours. It wasn't that bad. I went by myself because all my friends had stuff to do, which is understandable. I asked them 2 days before it was time to go. So it's understandable. How dare they have a life outside of me? Don't they know that I am the best? I should be. Honestly, I'm offended. So I drove there. I got there. I found parking. Travel tip. A lot of places have electronic parking now, and there's a app, not sponsored, but if they want to sponsor, they can. There's an app I got called Spot Hero or Spot Angel. They're the same company. And it shows prices of different parking lots all over big cities. And you can find out where the one closest to your destination is and how much it costs. So you can find one that's cheaper, that's a little further away, whatever. So I found a nice spot just to park my car and leave it. It was close to the hotel, which I found that was around the corner from the venue. And yeah, so I didn't have to drive all over Chicago, which was terrifying. I hate driving in big cities. I can do it just fine, but oh my gosh, there was so much external screaming. External, not internal. External. Wasn't nobody in that car with me except Jesus. Whoo, baby. At one point I was driving. I was on the highway, but I was almost inside of Chicago, and the what is it called? The GPS was telling me there was two exits. It went into like a fork, and the GPS was telling me to go left. But I was like, I think I'm going right. And I didn't realize the last minute. And I was like, and all the cars are honking at me, and I didn't know what to do. And I almost cried. But I'm a thug, so I don't cry. So I thugged up. I toughened up, and I made it happen. I sat in the median section until there weren't any cars coming, and then I went the correct way. Few things happened like that. Then there was all this traffic because there was an accident, and I'm like, nobody's letting me over. People in Chicago don't let you over on the road. They don't. They do not care about you or your feelings, and that kind of sucked because I was afraid. I hate when cars are close to my car. Get away from me. Why are you so close to my car? Get your car away from the Beyonce Mobile. It's called the Beyonce Mobile for a reason, because you cannot get close to her. Jesus. So I park and I go to the venue. It was called the Trophy Room. It was a cute little spot owned by some, I don't want to be incorrect, so I'm just going to say owned by some Latinx people, because everybody working was speaking Spanish. And I get there and it's 1:00. Doors don't open until 2:00. And I thought that there would be a line around the corner, honestly, for the Wild 'N Out tour, for the Wild 'N Out girls in a big city like Chicago. I thought it was going to be around the corner. I thought I was going to be waiting because I really wanted to get there at noon, but I got the hour late because I don't understand driving in big cities. And I got there, I was the first person there. So I go inside and the door is locked. And a man comes out, he says, hey, we don't open until 2. I said, is this where we're having the auditions for Wild 'N Out? He's like, the after party for Wild 'N Out is here. I'm like, what? And then I looked at the ticket and it was the right place. That man simply didn't know what he was talking about. And so I asked if I could stay in the little vestibule part. He was like, sure. So I put on my makeup in the vestibule part, and some more girls started showing up. These girls were so nice. This was like the most pleasant and fun casting call I've ever been to, because all the girls were just like, yes, you are so cute. And I was like, oh my gosh, y'all are so cute. And everybody was so cute. So then they made us wait outside in a line, and people kept like rolling by, putting their windows down, staring at us. I was like, yes, we are baddies, but you don't have to be a creep about it. We go inside, and this is the part that is filled with sadness. So we get inside, they're playing music. The DJ was not good, so nobody was hype. I'm trying to get my personality out there. I'm like, I can get my personality out there when you're playing songs from 2004, and it's not even songs that were on the radio. He was playing songs from the CDs from 2004. Like, anybody knows the lyrics to any of those songs. And you have a room full of girls. Play songs that girls like. Play some Beyonce or something. And nobody want to hear no little Boosie album tracks. Who wants that? So time goes on. Then it's time to walk. And so the way it works was you start at the end of the bar and you walk up to the little stage area where the casting directors were, and you walk to the right. You were supposed to walk forward, make a turn to the left, hand your papers and your pictures to the assistant, who hands it to the casting director, and then you walk back and you're supposed to smile and show personality. The MC said, I'm only calling people's numbers once. So if I call your number and you ain't walking, we moving on to the next one. So I'm number 1. I'm literally number 1. So I'm waiting my turn, and he calls me, and I'm like, don't none of these casting directors or people working here look ready to look at anybody walk. People are in the wrong spot. Nobody knows what's happening at the moment. And so I'm like, I don't think they're ready. And then he says, number 1, you got to go. And so I do my walk, but I'm looking so confused. So I don't know where I'm supposed to walk to, because they said I was supposed to go to the left, but the assistant was on the right, and that's not where they said the assistant was going to be. So it was a train wreck. And it was not good. And then after that, the assistant and the casting director, they were like talking. And then she goes to the right spot. And then everybody else, all 5 girls after me, got through their walk correctly. And I was the only one looking stupid. So that was lovely. That was a great time. So that's what happened. And then like at the end, it turned into kind of like a party, and they announced the girls that were making it. They only announced 6 of the girls. I don't know what that was about. It was kind of confusing, but I moped around a little bit because I was like, dang, this sucks. And then I pulled out my Nintendo Switch Lite. Yes, I do own a Nintendo Switch Lite. If you see me in the streets, please don't rob me. Because I love it. Don't try to take it from me. So if you've never seen anybody play their Nintendo Switch Lite playing some Breath of the Wild in the club, I will not hesitate to do it. I don't care. What are you gonna do? What are they gonna do? Kick me out? No, I paid to be here. And then they started playing some music that I actually know and like. So I found some girls from when we first got there. We were dancing and stuff. And it was a lot of fun. And like, I've never been to a casting call where at the end there was a fun party. So in the end, it was still a lot of fun, and I made a couple connections. I didn't get it, but it's only a matter of time because I am very funny, especially in the realm of improv. I am 100% tired of doing improv for white people. No offense to the white people that I do improv for. I love you, but nobody gets any of my jokes except for the other black girl, and they're funny jokes. I tell people the stories of what happened at improv. I tell black people the stories, and they're like, that is hilarious. I'm like, I know, but none of the people understood the joke because their skin don't look like mine. So, Nick Cannon, if you happen upon the All Black Earth Thing podcast and you hear this, holla at your girl, okay? And that's the end of the podcast, you guys. This is All Black Earth Thing. I'm your host, Harvey. You can find me on the internet at Harvey the Bunny, all one word spelled correctly. On Instagram, you can find me on Facebook, Harvey-the Melanin Goddess with spaces all in between those words. Don't send me a friend request. I am not accepting them. You can like my page and you'll see all the same information, honestly. You can go to my website. I have a website. It's called simplyharvey.com to see everything that I do. My improv shows, my cartoon cabaret shows, my plays that I'm in and the ones that I direct, my merchandise. I have merchandise. I have t-shirts, I have hoodies, I have buttons, I have beanies, everything that you need to stay covered up in this coronavirus season. Okay? That's at simplyharvey.com/merch. And that's it. And it is Friday, so I'm gonna get y'all through this weekend. Okay, some advice for the weekend. Before you turn up, you need to wash your dang own hands. And I'm not gonna say it again. Bye.